Hello everyone, it is Rendi here, and guys, do I have a treat for you today. We are going to be cooking on a fire for 90% of this video. But don't leave yet, because there is a lot of information I wanted to cover while I'm cooking this raw food on a fire and baking it over and over again. Anyways, yes, the title has been read correctly. I love RuneScape. Now you might be thinking, you're a fucking hypocrite, or you're bipolar. But no, I have not been diagnosed with that yet, although I do have many of my own problems that I am currently dealing with. And I probably am a hypocrite, yes. So anyways, I do love this game. I took about a 7-month hiatus from this game, and it allowed me a lot of time to reflect. If you didn't know, I started a real life channel during that time, and I made like over 10 uploads on that channel. And that's what I thought I had wanted to do for so long. That's what I thought. See, you think you want to do something until you actually do it. And the more and more I did it, the more I realized I was playing a character. I wasn't being myself, and did I really want to live like this for the rest of my life, being someone that wasn't really me? Did I really enjoy even making these videos? At first, yes, because it was something new. But I realized the longer I was making those videos, I just really actually disliked everything about it. I was actually planning on Coyote having to come help me with another video I rented out an Airbnb for over like $100. And as an example here, he actually got sick and, didn't want to infect me, so he notified me the day before, and I was actually extremely happy about the news. It meant I wouldn't have to record, I wouldn't have to go out in public and do all these weird things and act awkward, because I was realizing that's not who I really am. Hell, I'm usually the guy who is very quiet in person. I feel anxious and nervous about every social interaction. Why do I want to act like a crazy person and go out of my way to do this just to make a video, just because I like the storyline and the concept of the video? So I do like writing these video ideas out, but I don't like actually being the person out there with all the attention on me doing the crazy things in these videos. So yeah, I've decided, well, you know what I do like to do? RuneScape. After that experience, I kind of reflected and looked back and realized I want to put the real life channel on a hold, and I kind of want to play RuneScape again. So around the middle of December, I started playing RuneScape again, and I'll get into what I'm doing on RuneScape later, but I just wanted to let you know that I am making a return to RuneScape. Most people might call me a hypocrite because lately I've been saying, fuck this game, but really what I've been meaning to say this whole time is fuck this company. And so where is the YouTube channel headed? That's what this whole video is about. What am I doing on YouTube? Where is this channel headed? Maybe some life updates, all of that. So we're going to get into that really quickly here. What I want to be doing is making 2 separate progress series. One that is super casual and relaxed, allows me to get a little bit of income, but also I'll still be having fun with it. And it's not going to have crazy bugs all in it, but it's going to have a cool, unique concept that no one's ever done, because I like doing cool and unique things in general. It doesn't have to do with bug abuse. I just like doing very unique things that no one's ever done. That's where I get enjoyment out of this game from. I'm going to have maybe an episode this month on that, and a couple more next month, and so on. But the bigger series I'm preparing for is one you might have already heard of, and it's a continuation of that series. But even this series will be on a very much different level. It'll focus more on complex problem solving and massive grinds, because I found more than one route to basically overcome a goal that I thought was impossible except through the means of bug abuse. And although technically some things might be considered bug abuse, prey flicking could be considered bug abuse, I don't think anything I'll be doing on this account, I know I said this last time, but this time for real, I don't think anything I'll be doing on this account is classified as bug abuse. It's been stuff that's been in other videos, it's been covered by other people, and people have done similar things to this and never gotten a ban for it publicly in videos on streams. So I don't really think I'll be getting the ban hammer this time, unless I don't know, it's Jagex. They could just say, hey, let's ban this guy again. So I will be hiding my username for every video I do, even on my other series I was mentioning that's extremely casual with absolutely no really game-breaking mechanics in it. I've realized as well that when I talk about these bugs and go into depth on them and make a video on them, that's when I get banned, because I'm explaining that everything I'm doing is a bug. Now, if I'm never explaining everything to the fullest, kind of like this Swampletics clip here,
the door strap makes use of how NPCs interact with players who are stalled by an action. Cold first lures the boss so that its northwest tile aligns with the west tile of the door. He then spam clicks the door from the west side, and this moves him under the boss. By spam clicking the door, he's resetting the error message that he gets every time he clicks.
So Settled, by using this kind of explanation, is actually doing something extremely intelligent here, and that is he's kind of just skipping over and not even mentioning that this could possibly be recognized as a bug, and going into very layman's terms describing how all of this works. And for an audience as wide as his, this works out wonderfully because most people don't care how it happens, they just care that it happened. And that's kind of what I'll be shooting for. So basically what I'm saying, even with these very minor things, I'm going to skip over how I did them just in case, because it's Jagex once again. I don't know what they're planning, I don't know what they're doing, and I can never trust them ever again. And that's going to bring me to yet another point. Last year was full of drama. It was full of drama specifically with Jagex, but I want to address one final thing that came up. In November, I got a message from an ex-jmod who worked during the whole fiasco, and this person basically told me that, you know, the statement about me and Mahler was a blanket statement. A lot of it was false, and that they had even talked to Mod Tyron, and Mod Tyron, anti-cheat head, confirmed that no, we didn't dupe, no, we didn't real world trade, no, we didn't crash worlds, there was no evidence of it, but that the order for that news post came directly from the head of staff, which apparently this head of staff is also why a lot of people have been quitting Jagex recently, because it's, you know, just not a very great situation. Now, I can't go too much in depth into that, and all I want to say is, yes, this was a real ex-jmod I spoke to. Here is a little bit of proof. He sent me some DMs with some names covered up, because that doesn't actually violate some of the Information Act as long as the surname's covered. They also told me that a lot of the QA testers and developers don't particularly like me, but that's not necessarily because they don't like me. It's because I show an exploit in a video, and then that exploit goes back to the person who created the content, and the head person in charge gets onto them, reprimands them in some sort of way, and it all comes back to me because I'm the one who's getting that lower tier employee reprimanded. So it makes sense as to why a lot of JMods dislike me. I totally get that. So that's a whole nother reason as to why I'm kind of thinking, you know, if I don't show something that's even in the slightest bit of a bug, or, you know, could be considered one, which I don't think it is anyways, but just on the safe side, I will be, then maybe that person won't get reprimanded. I don't care as much about that, but that's just a whole nother thing that I thought about, you know, with this idea of covering bugs. And the other thing is, if I don't showcase a bug, I also don't get to disclose how it's done. So they don't get free information from me anymore. So it's kind of like a middle finger, but at the same time, a pass to them. So it's kind of a neutral ground that I've decided to take in future videos. It's just don't show the core mechanics of a bug, kind of like Swampletics did with the Cold One situation. Even though I wouldn't consider that a bug, if I was to do something like that, I guarantee you Jagex would ban me on the spot if I explained it, especially in depth, as to how it worked. So, thank you to everyone who's believed me, been there by my side this whole time. This is a little bit of proof. Yes, this was an actual ex-jmod. I went in a video call with this person for 4 hours. They showed me their ID badge. They talked to me about all these wonderful, cool stories. I just don't want to put their name out there because they're not comfortable yet with me doing that. But anyways, yeah, they were a wonderful person to talk to. They sent me a lot of things that, you know, just made me have some closure, that I wasn't crazy, that, you know, that maybe they didn't mistake something, that it was intentional, that they actually put this post out, and that it was completely false. And they reiterated to me over and over again, the main reason they put this post out is because they want to get the community against you, and they want you to quit the game because you're just causing them all sorts of problems. And that makes sense. I was causing them problems because they would have to go in and fix things. But in my opinion, you should be able to go in and fix things on your game and take that as a good thing, because if it's not coming up to you now, it's going to come up to you later, and possibly a much worse situation when someone abuses something that actually ruins the entire economy, or, you know, is very, very bad for your game. So they like focusing on new content. I get that. They don't like focusing on having to repair every little thing that I do. But, you know, sooner or later, it's going to come up, whether it's all at once through me or whether it's through something major through someone else. So that's my view on it. Anyways, moving on a little bit. They sent me a care package. You know, it had a coffee mug that even fits inside of the JMod coffee station. They sent me their journal of their daily activities that they did and their schedule while they were working there. It's pretty cool. But the best thing they sent me is some 0 Point beer from the UK, which is honestly way better than anything I've had here. If you guys don't know, a little bit of a life update, I haven't been actually drinking for, I think, 7 months now. Haven't had a sip of alcohol, and I've been stuck on Budweiser Zero, Heineken Zero, just because I do enjoy the flavor of it, but it does not compare to this stuff. And lastly, I recently got engaged, so everything in my life is going pretty swimmingly right now, and I'm really looking forward to this coming year. Well, it's already this year, but the rest of the year. So another thing I wanted to do is, by the way, contract brewing. If anyone has any friends in contract brewing, please comment, send them my way, because I want to form something that I tasted that was as good as the UK 0.0% beer that this person had me try, because it was way better, and we need something like that in America. And I will brand it. I will put my beautiful face on it if I have to. And so what I'm thinking about doing for this person here is sending them a care package as well. So if you guys have any suggestions for American goodies that don't end up in the UK that I can send this person, that would be amazing, because that's what they did for me, and I want to repay them the favor. Something I've thought of so far, obviously, is Twinkies, Flaming Hot Cheetos. I mean, it doesn't have to be good stuff. It can just be an experience, you know. Flaming Hot Cheetos, they're going to make you shit. Twinkies, they're going to make you nauseous. But, you know, that's part of the whole American experience. So, anyways, give me some ideas, some recommendations in the comments of what I should send this person. Because, obviously, as you've seen now, I enjoy being a hermit. I don't go outside my house, so I really don't know what's there to actually send. So, yeah. But the greatest thing about this whole experience was it proved to me that I'm not crazy. It proved to me that the situation happened as I thought it did. I had confirmation of this through someone who actually was in the staff in the building when it happened, and who took all the precautions and measures of asking questions when it happened. And I also got the confirmation that not every single person who works at Jagex hates me. I've got people who, you know, are on my side, and like this person, even though they don't work there anymore, they were always on my side, and I really appreciate that. And I don't hate every employee at Jagex, obviously. I just hate the people in charge at this point. I don't even know if I could say hate, but I extremely dislike them and how they've handled this situation. Honestly, why I was so negative and why I didn't want to play this game so often is, you know, I would like comment on something RuneScape related, and someone would just rip into me and call me a duper real world trader, and it would just not sit well with me at all when I knew like that was totally false. And for example, I congratulated Mika on 100k subscribers on YouTube while I was on Twitter, and like some random dude just like went off on me after I just congratulated someone. It's like, it was a struggle getting back into the game because of that. But you know, I've realized now that I'm on an anonymous account, no one even knows who the fuck I am. It's really nice because I'm just playing the game, I'm grinding, and also now knowing that they wanted me to quit, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not a quitter. I'm coming back, baby, full force. I'm doing it my own way though, like I said, in a very precautionary way, just in case they decide to do anything weird. But like tick manipulating for XP, even stuff like that, I probably will just skip over that in future videos because I am scared. I am scared. Jagex can ban you for anything at any time. That's in their rules. It's true. So, you know, I just gotta play it safe. And yeah, so that's kind of how I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be hiding my XP counter up here. I'm gonna be hiding my name no matter what I'm doing, just because I don't trust these people, and I have good reason not to. So if I ever do show my name, well, God forbid, I probably will. I'll probably slip up at some point, because I always do that. That's just how it goes. And if I get banned, that's just how it goes. That's the way it goes, and we're just gonna roll with it. So all I've realized is that I enjoy playing this game. I want to keep playing this game, and I want to keep bringing content on this channel. And I've also noticed that you guys do enjoy the casual content on this channel. I uploaded that Desert Treasure video recently, and I was just being myself, like I said. Even the character thing I was talking about earlier with my real life channel, it comes over to this channel a lot, and I don't really talk like I want to or be myself because I have a narrative for every single video. Even these RuneScape videos, I have a narrative in place and how I want to format and structure it and how I want to be super serious for this part. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Being true to myself, being, you know, real with myself. Sometimes less is more. I'm going to be actually, you know, making just progress videos whenever I want to. Minimal editing possibly even on some, but for the bigger series, of course, I'm probably going to be doing a larger amount of editing. And like I said, I don't know yet. There might be minimal editing on that too, but I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. And if you guys like me for me, then you do. If you don't, you don't. I mean, it's just what I figured is the best thing to do for my sanity, for my enjoyment of this game. And as well, another point I want to come back to is people who play this game are already a niche audience. There's not that many people who play RuneScape in reality. I'm already holding a niche audience just by being in the RuneScape category. And what I'm holding an even niche audience in is, you know, doing crazy mechanics, very specific things in RuneScape. So I want to actually, you know, take this to a wider audience. I want to do things that aren't always, you know, me doing some crazy mechanic. I want to have a storyline to a video that's just based around the grind or the gameplay of what I'm doing on an account, such as right now I'm cooking salmon on a fire. I want to have cool little things like that that I can do that, you know, aren't super stressful, super hard to understand, because as I've been skilling, I was doing black salamanders the other day, and I was watching other RuneScape YouTubers videos for the first time in a while, and I realized I can play the game and watch these videos at the same time. They don't require massive amounts of concentration, and they're extremely enjoyable to watch. And that's why so many people watch them, because a lot of people who watch RuneScape videos are playing RuneScape on the side. Whereas with my videos, I tried watching them back and doing the same method, and it was just impossible because I couldn't even, you know, correlate back to what I was saying over and over again. I'd have to go repeat back the last 5 minutes to see, okay, I did this, I did that, I did this. And it was like, honestly, it makes sense as to why it's such a niche audience, because you cannot even play the game or do anything else while you're watching these videos I make, and they're sometimes over an hour long of pure concentration. So I really want to hit that larger target audience. I want to make some progress series, and I just want to be a little bit casual this year and see where that takes us into 2022. Be myself, the biggest thing, be yourself. That's what I've learned from all of this. And I've also taken away that sometimes the things you want to do and that you see yourself doing aren't always the things that you actually, you know, end up enjoying. So progress series for the first episode of probably the more casual one coming out here towards the end of the month, and another one of those probably towards the beginning of next month, another one towards the middle of next month, and then maybe on this account here, this special account that you've never seen the looks of before, I'll come out with a little bit more serious and a little bit more mind-boggling, but not full-on bug abuse. I found another route to complete this series, a very softcore route, and I'll be coming out with maybe the third episode, I mean the next episode of that progress series. I would say in March, maybe if you're lucky, late February. And until then, you're going to get my casual filler series. Another thing I wanted to thank Sir Spriggan, otherwise known as @SprigganSir on Twitter. Go give him a follow, give him a shout. He's honestly done some amazing work for me. He made me an avatar and a new banner. He makes this Paper Mario style of artwork for RuneScape as well. So I hit him up, and he made me this cute little mushroom-headed man for my avatar. And of course, a banner as well, just showing the stages of progression to come on this account, without bug abuse, by the way. So obviously, if you guys are looking forward to this coming year's content, I would really appreciate it if you just keep up with me through a subscription on the channel, obviously, or even, you know, I have social media accounts. I have Twitter I use pretty frequently, not as frequently lately, but I'll get back up there. And no, it won't be just negative posts, I swear. And I also have an Instagram I use from time to time for just more like real life updates. As well, I have a Discord. So if you want to keep up to date with me, I'll link all of those things in the description below, and you can check those out. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys, and I'll see you again with some new age 2022 content in just a couple of weeks.